Стоять! Стоять, не перелазь!
Там животные сгорели.
Телефончик уберите, пожалуйста. Я вам сказал.
These scenes could be taken from an action film. Fierce attacks, burning houses, arrests. A wave of aggression and religious intolerance toward Jehovah's Witnesses is flooding Russia.
It was terrible, of course, because we gathered to study the Bible, and suddenly 15 members of the special police burst in.
On May 25, 2017, in the city of Oryol, armed men, including FSB officers, burst into a home where local Jehovah's Witnesses were gathered. In the police footage, armed men can be seen blocking the audience from leaving. The believers were forbidden to touch their phones and tablets. The search and questioning of those in attendance continued for 14 hours. Passport information was taken down. Tablets were seized. Some of the men among the believers were taken to the FSB building. One of them, a Dane, Dennis Christensen, was before a court the very next day. In the end, Judge Svetlana Naumova ruled to impose interim measures on Dennis Christensen in the form of 2 months detention. He has become the first of Jehovah's Witnesses in modern-day Russia to have been arrested for his religious beliefs. The arrest of Dennis Christensen took place against the backdrop of a whole series of attacks and acts of vandalism. 5 days before the events in Oryol, there was a brazen attack on a religious building in the capital of Udmurtia, Ijevsk.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, I received an SMS on my cell phone that the alarm had gone off in our religious building.
Usually they are false alarms. So I decided to check the cameras to see if someone had really got inside.
When it became evident that the alarm was not accidental, the believers called the police and rushed to the religious building.
After a few minutes, I saw a man's silhouette in the window, clearing broken glass from the windowsill. Evidently, he was about to climb out.
Стоять! Стоять!
After he was detained, the intruder justified his barbaric actions, expressing his animosity toward Jehovah's Witnesses.
He urinated right here on the wall. For me, as a religious person, it was very offensive.
But in this case, the perpetrator's actions did not outrage law enforcement. A criminal case has still not been initiated. This footage is from the village of Lutsino outside Moscow. An intoxicated local resident poured gasoline on the home of a family of Jehovah's Witnesses and set it on fire.
He called us propagandists and openly said, "I'm going to burn your house down."
But we didn't give it much thought, thinking he was just drunk or trying to frighten us.
I heard a loud bang, which happens when you throw a match on gasoline, a vapor explosion.
Там животные сгорели.
The fire in Lutsino, the attack in Ijevsk, and the criminal persecution in Oryol, as well as dozens of other cases of vandalism and persecution, are links in a chain. Experts and the believers themselves agree that these events are the result of the Supreme Court decision banning the legal entities of Jehovah's Witnesses. It seems that some government representatives and individual citizens are ready to cross all moral boundaries, conceivable and inconceivable, in unleashing their anger against Jehovah's Witnesses. In this situation, it is absurd that Jehovah's Witnesses are the ones being called extremist.
And this, of course, is the saddest part, because supposedly we live in a civilized, democratic society. But at the same time, we use the most savage methods of discrimination and control against our fellow citizens.